Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor of the Tenkars Tavern blog. And look, I got a collar that's rolled down. So, I don't know where it was first seen. I had somebody PM me this and I'm searching for the info. I know I saw the Dungeon Delver. I will link his video below. Dungeon Delver, as far as I can tell, has the first YouTube video out on the fact that Kyle Brink is no longer at WotC. Former executive producer, Dungeons and Dragons. So now, let's take a moment of silence. Okay, that moment has passed.
Was he feeling so guilty?
I don't know if he was
complicit in the systems of oppression.
He could have been. He could have been feeling.
And only Philip.
Yeah, I have to. You know what?
A person of color.
Here's the thing.
Because that wouldn't be justice otherwise.
Well, it could be. Listen, Kyle made it very clear. All right, and he was the one sitting in a seat when we had the OGL debacle. But Kyle made it very clear that he felt, and this might have been misinterpreted by some people as meaning in the community. It's probably more likely he meant at WotC that there were too many white men in D&D. Now, many, including myself, when we first heard it, said, hey, is he saying there's too many white male players? Old white male players? I think he actually meant himself, right? So maybe he deleted his position. Maybe he resigned his position at WotC because he felt his position should go to someone that would be more appropriate to his vision of what Dungeons and Dragons should be. It could be that maybe all this art that's coming out that a lot of the old timers are scratching their head saying, where is the D&D? It's certainly fantasy art. It's certainly homey art. It's certainly romantic art. It isn't much in the way of action art that's been coming out and released. Maybe he had an issue with the art direction. Maybe it didn't go far enough in a direction he wanted, or maybe it was going too far in a direction he didn't think was appropriate. We don't know. We do know that for the release year of Dungeons and Dragons, Cynthia Williams resigned as president. All right, she's now there at Funko Pop, I believe, is where she landed. So, and they haven't replaced her, by the way. They haven't replaced the president at Wizards of the Coast. So, when you ask who's steering the ship, who's got the helm, who's giving the orders have to be coming from Hasbro directly. And maybe they figure, maybe Chris Cox is like, hey, I was WotC president once. Now I'm Hasbro president. I don't need to fill that position. I can do both. Who knows? But Kyle is leaving at the pinnacle of his career. Actually, he didn't even reach the pinnacle. The pinnacle, if you want to be technical, would be the actual release of D&D Forever, D&D 2024, D&D 5e, not a new edition, but yeah, it's a new edition. You need the new books. You can't mix the core books. But trust us, it's the same game. Why? Now, he didn't get let go during the purge, right? The purge, he made it through. People like Mike Merles and others did not make it through the purge. So he wasn't likely fired. He likely resigned. So why do you resign when everything is going well? You don't. You resign when things appear to be going well and the dumpster fire is about to land at the feet, and you don't want to be the one saying, oh shit, that dumpster fire is mine. Let me step away. This is all theorizing. But again, he was the executive producer, Dungeons and Dragons. The success of D&D 2024 is all him. Or would be if he was still in the driver's seat, if he was still executive producer. But he's not. So if you don't want to take credit, if you don't want to be remembered for D&D 2024, D&D forever, it tells me that you don't have much faith in what's coming out. Now, I can spitball. I'm going to spitball a few things based upon some little bits of information that I've seen leak out publicly and some that I've been told privately. I do know that the D&D Beyond team and the virtual tabletop team, the 3D virtual tabletop, woohoo, aren't working well together. Now, these products have to be integrated. One supports the other, but both sides feel they are the most important part of the puzzle. So there's issues. I don't know where they fall under or fell under Kyle, but as executive producer of Dungeons and Dragons, a game in 2024 that is being fully designed and marketed with its pre-orders to push digital product, to push a VTT, seems to me that there is a difference of opinion in leadership at WotC. And one of the victims of that is Kyle. So Kyle is about developing developers is my passion. I create sanity from chaos, building teams and systems and cultures to allow creators to do their best work. Demonstrated success in games, media, and e-commerce on tabletop, mobile, web, PC, and console. Effective in startups as well as enterprise-scale operations, able to move from one mode to the next as required, straightforward, adaptable, professional, and, like a rat, likely seeing the sinking ship coming up, seeing it's taking on water, and saying, I am not going to get caught in this maelstrom. That's what I think. Maybe you have some other information. Maybe you've got some other ideas. Let me know. Let me know. And again, I'm going to link to the original article or original video. It's an interesting one. So you can watch the source. And by the way, there's a link in the bottom of the screen. tenkars-tavern.games/RQ. It'll take you to the RuneQuest Humble Bundle. If you have any interest at all in the basic role-playing system or RuneQuest, the same system that powers Call of Cthulhu and others, for $1, you can get the starter set. That is huge. By the way, if you use that link, it's an affiliate link, and you, of course, will help to support this channel. There's a live stream tonight at 8 p.m. Join myself, Bad Mike, and Jim Kitchen. We look forward to seeing you. We will have a special guest. It's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I'll catch you all again tonight. Laters.